Hi friends, remember we have been reading and learning all about plants. We know that plants grow. We were reading the story in the book Sunflower House by Eve Bunting. Remember we were seeing different parts of plants in this story. Can you point to the seed on this page? Good job. Remember, this boy planted a bunch of sunflower seeds from this seed packet. He sowed them and buried them in the soil. In this story, the boy planted many seeds. What happened to the seeds he planted in the story? Good. The seeds grew into large sunflowers with stems and leaves and flowers. Today, friends, we're going to listen to another reading to find out more about how plants start as seeds and then they grow. Remember, when we learn new things, we also learn new words. My friends, repeat after me. Say deeper. Deeper means to go farther down inside. My friends say emerges. Emerge means to come out of. The plant emerges from the soil so it can grow. My friends say larger. We know that means bigger. My friends say seedling. That is a small young plant, like a kid plant. My friends say thick. Thick means wide, like a thick log. My friends say trunk. We've heard that word a few times before. Trunk means the stem of a tree that holds up the branches. It's not like on the car and it's not like on the elephant. This trunk is on the tree. Let's look at some pictures. My friends say deeper. These roots are going down deeper into the dirt, into the soil. My friends say larger. This tree is bigger and larger than this plant. My friends say seedling. This is the baby seed, the baby plant. It's about to grow and emerge. My friends say emerge. This seed and this plant is coming up out of the soil. It's emerging. And my friends say thick trunk. This is the trunk on the tree. It's the large stem. It's thick. That means it's wide. It's not skinny or thin. It is wide and thick. My friends say thick trunk. Emerge. Seedling. Larger. Deeper. Awesome job, friends. We're going to hear these words as we read the story. Listen and find out how plants start out as seeds and grow. Human beings are living things that grow and change. Everyone starts out as a baby, and then you grow into a child, and then you become an adult, a grown-up. Plants are living things that grow and change too, just like babies. Plants start out very small and then they grow larger. Remember, that means bigger. Even large, tall trees start out as small plants. Can you point to the plant that is little like a baby? And point to the plant that is larger. If you go back to our plant post, you could see some huge trees or different plants. Remember, big, huge, large trees started out as tiny little plants, like this one in the picture. Many plants, including sunflowers, grow from seeds. For a sunflower to grow, first, a seed is planted or falls in the soil. Next, a seed is planted in the soil and the seed cracks open and the small root emerges. Remember, that means it comes out. Then a seedling is pushed up out of the ground. That's the baby plant. The seedling is a tiny plant. Large roots start to grow down into the soil. Here is the sunflower that's planted in the soil. Sometimes people plant seeds in the ground, and sometimes they can fall down there all by themselves. Then the small root emerges. My friends say root. Good job. It comes out of the seed. And then the seedling pushes up out of the ground, and the roots grow down into the soil. And then we see little leaves start to grow. Can you say seed, roots, leaves? And what do you think is going to come up next? The flower. Good job. The seedling gets bigger and bigger, and it's no longer a seedling. It's a plant with leaves and flowers. It's a sunflower. The roots of the plant grows down, deeper down into the soil, and the stem stands straight and tall, holding up the flower. And we see leaves. The plant grew from a tiny seed into this beautiful sunflower. Look at all of the roots. They got larger and bigger from the seedling we saw here. And see, the leaves were smaller, and now the leaves are larger. The roots get bigger and bigger, and the leaves get larger. The roots have to get bigger because the plant gets larger and it needs to hold it in place. Trees are large plants that have been growing for a long time. Trees start out as seeds, just like sunflowers. And then a tree grows into a seedling. Remember, that's this tiny plant. And the seedling gets bigger and bigger and grows longer and longer branches and more leaves. And then we see the large tree. This tree grew so large that it has a strong, thick trunk and many branches. My friends say thick trunk. Remember, a trunk is the thick part of a tree that holds it up. It's the stem of the tree. It connects to the roots in the ground, and it connects to the branches and all the leaves above the ground. Do you think you could put your arms around the trunk of a tree? Have you done that before? Let's look at the acorn. My friends, remember, trees are plants and they start out with the seed, just like the sunflower. And we have the seedling and then the big tree with the trunk, branches, and leaves. If you planted a seedling, how long do you think it's going to take to grow into a tree? How long do you think this seedling is going to take to grow into a tree? A day? A week? Or many, many years? I think that this tree is going to become a larger tree trunk. And for it to be that big, it has to grow for many, many years. That'll be a long time, friends. So remember, if you plant your seeds now and you have a seedling, it can be a big tree or it could turn into your fruit or vegetable after a few years or maybe a few months if you have a different seed. If you planted a seedling now, it wouldn't be a big tree until after everyone in our class becomes adults and grown-ups. Now, friends, we're going to look and see what are living things. Remember, we know living things are humans, animals, and plants. They all live and they all grow and they all change. They are living. They are alive. Plants start out as seeds and grow bigger and bigger. Let's see if you could give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down for something that is living or something that is not living.